First off, take the program seriously, set timelines. You know, the online tracking tool is a great place, you know, to work through your guide and pick your goals, but not only pick your goals, but kind of map out, you know, things you want to mark off the list every month when you're with your monthly meetings. The first year I did a little procrastination. I was playing catch up at the end to meet all the requirements by May. So this year we've clearly not only identified my goals, but expectations of when they'd be met, so that I'm getting a better value because I'm taking the time and really investing in the outcomes.
Before you get started on your first year, really just kind of think about what you want to do with the next 3 years of your career. I think if you think about it more from a long-term strategy and say, you know, if you have a desire to get out and present more, get out and do more live presentations, or get out and talk with clients, then use it as a tool to do that.
It's kind of amazing when you sit down and look at the goals in different categories. It's almost like certain things kind of, you know, stick out to you. Like, you know, I know that would challenge me, or that's something that intrigues me. And, you know, there might be 10 things in a category, but it's really easy to pick 2 or 3 that are a good fit for things that I want to challenge myself with.
I feel like I've developed relationships within my firm that I otherwise would not have developed. And we have definitely discussed our projects, especially that is more office specific. So within my office, I worked with another participant on one of my projects. I've done one of mine individually, and then this year I'll be working with someone else again. And it's been good to not just go at it alone, but to get other ideas and get feedback from others. And the guides have been involved in that process as well. And to have a guide that's specifically assigned to what I'm doing, I think that's really helped in terms of just keeping the bigger picture of the project in mind and making sure that I stay on task and that it is something that will benefit the firm and professionally bring me along, you know, in a way that may not have otherwise happened without the ELA program.
The first year of the program, I did an individual project, and it was a challenge, but it was a controllable challenge because I controlled my timeline and my inputs and could manage making sure that we were done by the time that we presented and that type of thing. Last year and this year, I'm actually working on a project with someone from the tax department and someone from the audit department. And so I'm in the consulting group. And so not only is it something that benefits the firm, but it's been an eye-opener for me to really understand how other busy seasons impact our ability to get things done. I'm not just doing things at my own pace. It's about staying in touch with the group and making sure that it's a group we're on the same page. And that's an eye-opener because that's the way a firm works. No decisions are made in silos. Some people are busier than others at certain points of time, and so you have to work through those cycles. And so the project has been a good way for me to see, yes, it's a challenge in some facets, but it's a part of my learning how the firm process works and how different areas work and how we all have to work together.
One of my projects went across offices because I was exploring the idea of starting a different industry group within my office that we had I'm in Greenville, we had it in Raleigh. So I ended up working closely with the partner that is in charge of that practice in Raleigh, attended a conference with him, and it gave great exposure to new ideas and just to new people that I had. It was actually an individual I'd never really met before until the project started. And so the project really opened up the lines of communication between what was our newest office at the time, one of our newest employees because he came in through a merger, and into a new practice group that our office had 0 resources in. So it was very good to expand in that way.
I was fairly famous for having a lot of goals, but not getting many of them accomplished. And the whole Emerging Leaders Academy was very good for me in terms of accountability, in terms of the types of goals to set, aligning my goals with the firm's strategy and vision. It is a big time commitment, I will say that, but anything worth achieving does take work. That was one of the things that Sam mentioned several times.
The projects have been very, very helpful. Time consuming, but very, very helpful, because I think Sam says that there's about a 10-hour time commitment. I think that's rather light when you actually kind of break it down. So I think he's being generous when he says 10 hours on that project. But
just like anything else, you get out of it what you put into it. So the more that you truly make it part of your process and don't wait till the very end to try to get your goals and projects done. And the more that you try to live that, you're going to get more out of it and you're going to be more effective.